Welcome back to The Average Drinker. I'm Dara, I'm your average drinker, and it's Sunday, which means Bill's here, because, well, you had to be a part of this video. This is going to be a good video. Well, I think it is. I'm pretty excited for this video, but let's get into what we're talking about today, and that is bottles...
Nope. Whiskies.
Whiskey.
Whiskies.
Well, obviously...
There's a reason it's not bottles.
Okay, it's whiskeys. Whiskeys. But okay, first of all, let's just talk about this. All right. So you're watching me right now. Like you're at home, you're watching me, you're watching Bill, you're watching us. And you've probably heard us talk about a bottle and you might have gotten excited about that bottle. Or you've heard other people on WhiskeyTube, or you've heard your friends talk about bottles, or you've heard other people and you got excited about a bottle, right? You see people talking on Facebook, on Reddit, everywhere about a certain bottle. And you're just like, I gotta go buy that bottle. But have you ever bought that bottle or had that pour and been like, what the actual was everybody thinking?
Fudge.
Like, yeah, what the actual F were people saying when they said, I needed to try this bottle or I needed to try this pour, right? Mm-hmm. We've had pours that have like really disappointed us before. And thanks to Nick, who is our patron, do you hear my stomach?
Was that your stomach?
My stomach is growling. Oh, I'm sorry if you guys heard that. My stomach is growling like a freight train. Anyhow, thank you, Nick, first of all, for the idea. But secondly, like we have come up with 4 bottles that we bought that people were like super hyping them up. And then some pours that we bought and we've paid money for that were just like... Kind of like if you like blew up.
They were just, I mean, they weren't bad. They were just all right. So it's whiskeys that we either own or have tried that just don't live up to the hype of what you see everywhere.
Well, you get just so excited for something sometimes. I do. I see stuff and I'm like, oh my God, I gotta go buy that bottle. I need to try it. I need to try it. I need to try it. I get really excited.
And granted, some of these bottles, like, would I buy them again? Sure. I'm not going to go crazy and try to find them. Some of them.
Especially
other ones I
with the
will.
pours.
And some of the pours, would I buy those bottles and try the pours again? Yep, I would. Just not for crazy prices.
No.
So.
No. Okay, so.
And it's going to be very controversial on some of these, too. So it's going to be an interesting one.
Especially when it comes to the pours.
Yeah. And I think some of the bottles.
But some of the bottles, too.
Yeah.
Okay, let's dive in.
Let's start it out.
Which
one you want to go with?
We're just going to have some whiskey while we're doing this. You got my lip gloss on that glass because I've been drinking that one a lot. It's a good one. Okay.
Which one do you want to start with?
I'm going to start with this one.
Okay, start with that one. First bottle.
First bottle is Michter's 10-year bourbon. This is actually probably one of the first allocated purchases I ever made.
Yep.
So I got so freaking excited about Michter's 10-year. It was like Michter's 10-year bourbon. I was super jacked to get it. And I was so excited. I couldn't wait. I even got home. I took a picture for Instagram right away. I was like, oh yeah, I can't wait to open this bottle. I didn't even open the bottle before I took a picture for Instagram. Like I was so excited to get this bottle. Mm-hmm. You were too.
I was too. We had the opportunity of this one or the 10-year rye, and we chose the bourbon.
Now I'm kind of thinking...
Wrong decision.
Yeah. This is the barrel strength.
No, this is not
the barrel strength. No,
it's just 10-year bourbon.
Just 10-year bourbon. So I'm guessing that we probably just got a single barrel that was disappointing, but really I was super jacked about it. Like, and then we tried it and it was just like...
It's good.
It's good, but not for all the hype and not for the cost of the bottle.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't pay over like 60
I think it's like
bucks.
130 to 150 range, and it's one of those that... Would I buy the rye 10-year at that range? Yep, I would all the time. This bourbon, you can see, we put a good dent in it, but we've also given it out to a lot of people.
Right. Well, we just keep trying it too. Like for me, I kept trying it. I kept doing it in blinds to see where it would end up, and it just never did that well.
Yep. It's good. It just did not live up to hype, and it's. If I ever see a bottle for 130, would I buy it again?
I mean, maybe because it's a single barrel.
Yeah.
I think that's the
Granted, they're not doing it this year.
That's true. I did just see that.
Well, I think that was last year they announced that. Or I don't know.
Oh, I just saw it over the last week where they said they said we're going to release the 10-year rye this year, but we're going to hold off on the bourbon.
Yep. So
I don't know.
Would I buy it again? I'm on the fence.
I think
I probably would because I can't turn it down. It's hard to turn down allocated stuff, but I probably would.
I'm also just I'm really curious to see how a different single barrel would
Yep.
compare to ours.
Yep.
Like, I'd like to have a couple of them to do side by side and see if maybe there's something off about ours. I don't know. It's not like it's bad. It just doesn't taste like this super hyped up bottle.
Nope.
So
Not at all.
there's that. That's the first one. All right. Let's put that to the side and let's move on to
Let's
the
do
next
that
one.
one. Yeah.
This is going to cause some controversy.
Yep.
Because this bottle is not that good. This is Willett 4-year
4-year rye.
Willett 4-year rye. The green top, not the purple's bourbon, I
I
think.
thought I liked this because I had a 3-year that we went through, and the 3-year was all right. And so when we found this 4-year, bought it, and it's just, yeah.
I thought I was really excited because you had it, and I thought, like, other people thought it was really cool, and I thought it was cool to have this bottle.
Yep.
Which, internet's deceiving.
And we've seen them. I mean, they're all over Kansas. They're not in Colorado as often, but they're all over Kansas, and we've turned them down just because, like, no, I don't want another. So this is one of those that I would not buy again, personally.
I'm not buying it again either. It does bad in blinds for us. We've done it in several rye blinds. It doesn't do very good.
Yep.
Now, once, I will say this. One time I did trick you with this one.
Yeah.
And I was like, here you go. Like, guess what this is? Like, this is when we were practicing for Matt Madness. So I was like, here, try this. Tell me what you think. You're like, oh, it's not bad. Like, it's not bad. But in a blind, it just does not, it didn't finish well. Not our jam.
Yep.
So.
More than likely, this bottle is going to get put in old fashions.
Yeah, which is perfectly fine. I can make a Sazerac with it.
It's one that I'm not a fan of it.
I feel like people at home will probably cringe if I said I was going to use this for a Sazerac.
I'm using it in old fashions or whatever.
Sazerac cocktail would be great. I'm actually going to try that.
I don't like it.
I'm going to try it.
Do it.
Anyhow, so that's that one.
Yep,
so
that's
we're still going to drink this like in cocktails, just not in pours.
Yeah.
Meh. Not that big a deal.
That was number 2.
Number 2. All right, let's move on to...
If you haven't noticed, we're going through, I don't know if you said, we're going through bottles first, and then we're going to go to pours.
The pours are shocking.
Yep, pours are shocking.
The pours actually are shocking to me.
So,
okay,
let's go to number 3.
This one or this one?
Whichever. I can't see, so just grab one.
This one or this one?
That one.
This one?
Yep.
I don't want to bring this one up.
They already saw it.
Oh, you saw. Okay, I'm gonna say this. Okay, so you guys.
Blanton.
It's Blanton's. It's tater bait, whatever people call it on the internet. So, this I have a lot of positive things to say about this. No, I like this bottle because this is one of the first bottles that got me into whiskey. Because it was a cool looking bottle, and honestly, it's very approachable for someone who's getting into whiskey. So, for that fact. Maybe it's not super overhyped, but also at the same damn time, this bottle is overhyped as hell.
Yeah, when you see them at stores for $250 plus,
not a chance.
Like this is one of those, like, I think you would agree. If you find it for retail at a store, yeah, pick it up.
Right.
But don't go paying $30 a pour for it or $250 a bottle for it. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it.
It's not. It's just, but to me. How I see this bottle is for me, I like to drink this bottle as something to start my night off with. It's a good low proof, tastes like a good
Easy
classic
drinker.
bourbon.
Easy drinker.
It's a good classic bourbon. It's not one to get all hyped about though. It literally, there's not like anything crazy.
Unless you need your horsey.
If you want your horsey, sure, get hyped as hell about it. But this is just so overhyped. So overhyped. It's not like there's like freaking gold liquid in here.
Yeah, this is gold. It's gold color. Can't you see?
Bye-bye, horsey.
Yep. That was number 3 of the bottles.
The next one is actually pretty shocking.
Yeah, this is where we're gonna start causing some controversy. If we haven't caused controversy already,
we're gonna cause it now.
Here's where it's gonna start.
Well, honestly, this is just how we got engaged. So
yeah, bring it out.
Bring them out. Bring them out. It's hard to yell when the Stagg Jr.'s in your mouth.
Yeah. This one, like, not all Stagg Jr. This is batch 17.
No, I love Stagg Jr.
Yep.
You love Stagg Jr.
Yep.
But
it's batch 17.
This bottle in particular, just this bottle in particular, is just overhyped, I guess. It's just not what Stagg Jr. typically is like.
Not to us. I mean, every time we've done this in blinds with anything, it has finished dead last.
In Stagg Jr. blinds.
We've had it.
Where we did it. We've done it in a couple of ECBP blinds,
Yeah,
too.
but it finishes dead last of all of them. It's just like, eh. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I see a bottle of it, am I going to buy it? Yep.
Oh, yeah. It's not going to stop us from buying it. I
But it's
love
just-
Stagg Jr. It's just not the typical cherry vanilla Coke with a good proof.
Yep. And, yeah, it's
It's my
not
first...
the best Stagg Jr.
It's not the
I'm
best...
going to drink some here in a minute. But
It was, like, so exciting for me to find this bottle. I was super excited to find that bottle. Because if you guys haven't seen the story, go back and watch Stagg Jr. Batch 17 bottle review.
Nope.
Anyhow. So that's that bottle.
Yep.
Now, we
To
made it
us-
through
to
the
us,
bottles.
17's just overhyped.
It's overhyped.
Yep.
It's overhyped.
Other ones, great.
Fantastic. Still going to buy it. Still going to drink
Yeah.
it. Still
If we
good.
see it, we're still going to buy it. We're not going to go crazy prices for it. We're going to pay as close to
Yeah.
retail as we can.
Retail.
But
Now
is
it's
that all
time-
the bottles?
Now it's time for the pours.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Pours.
Ooh.
So let's do this pour first.
So should I preface this
Let's do that one.
first with like what I can't remember.
Okay. What?
So should I preface this first with like we've had just a pour of this.
Yep.
But when you're literally spending $40 to $150 plus on a pour
Or bottle.
or a bottle, you expect it to taste a certain
Mm-hmm.
way. Or taste good. Great. Great. It should be great. Literally, you could buy some of these bottles for the price you're paying for a pour,
Yep.
but they've overpriced the pour so much.
Mm-hmm.
And the pours have become so overhyped. It's like, well, if I can't buy a bottle, I'm going to go try a pour of
Yep.
it.
And that's what we try to do on a lot of stuff. We try to find pours of some of the real crazy stuff because we're just not able to find bottles.
Right? King of Kentucky.
King of
Great
Kentucky.
pour. Great pour.
That Four Roses limited edition.
Great pour.
Yeah.
Definitely worth any money you're going to pay for it. Any money.
Yep.
However, we've had some bottles that people have hyped so much, and we have been disappointed.
go
It's
to-
just such a way. Let's start
Let's go
with
to the
them.
local one.
Okay, well, we're going to start with the local
We're
one.
gonna go to a local one that. Yeah, this is. I don't know if this will cause controversy or not, but
Because some people agree with us, but
this is a $250 retail bottle.
not good.
And luckily, we had a friend that poured us a sample of this one, and it's the Leopold Brothers 3-chamber rye.
Tastes like rotten mac and cheese.
It's not good.
It's not good.
I
And
mean,
people are paying so much money for a bottle and for a pour.
I've never seen it for pours, so I pass it
Yeah.
up anytime I'm looking.
It's on
It's
the
just-
shelf everywhere right now. You can find it.
No, what we see is the Dickel Leopold Brothers.
Oh, I've
thing,
seen the
but,
three-chamber rye. It's still not good.
I can't remember if Fred Minnick, I think, rated it high. I think Breaking Bourbon gave it a really high review, and it's like, oh, we got to try this.
People are
we got the
crazy.
opportunity to try it. It's like, oh, this is horrible.
It's not good. It literally tastes grassy, pastury, rotten mac and cheese. Like, I've tried it. I think I've tried it twice now. And it's not good.
And
It's,
some of the other stuff Leopold does is great.
right,
It's
and
no
I'm
problem.
not dogging
It's just-
on Leopold. Like, I'm literally just dogging
Yeah,
on this specific bottle that they want somebody to pay $250 for a bottle. That's a lot of money.
And it goes with the history of the 3-chamber thing and making that.
It doesn't matter.
I mean, it costs him a lot of money to do this stuff.
Sure,
So
I understand.
that's why it's so expensive. Is the whole setting it up and
And the
all that.
process of
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
So I can understand that, and I can appreciate it, especially being like a craft. Would you call them like a craft distillery?
Yeah.
So you would call them a craft distillery, and it cost them so much money to get off the ground and get on the. Like if they were somebody who was like established a lot longer in bigger markets, it probably would sell for a little bit less, but still
Yep.
not worth it. That's so overhyped. That's just our opinion. You can think we're wrong, but that bottle is not for us.
Yep.
So
So next one, I feel bad about this one because I'm wearing the Old Forester hat and shirt here, and it's the President's Choice. Old Forester President's Choice.
okay, so I was super excited to try that.
Oh,
that
it was a good pour,
it was still a good pour.
but it's a $250 bottle. Would I buy the bottle? Probably, just because it's so hard to find. And we paid 30 or 40 for a pour of it. And to preface it, we had that along with, I'm not going to say the other thing we had it with because that's the next pour on here. But we had it along with King of Kentucky and the Old Forester, the Warehouse 17.
The 117
the
Angel
High
Share.
Angel Share.
That was phenomenal.
We also had the Four Roses limited edition. Not there, but we had it on that trip. That all just surpassed this. and they're all cheaper. The King of Kentucky retail is about the same, but the President's Choice to us, it wasn't anything
like mind-blowing.
Yeah, it wasn't anything mind-blowing to us. I mean, was it good? Sure.
I mean,
would I buy another pour of it? I don't know. Would I buy a bottle if I found one? I probably would buy a bottle.
That's why I think it's like, I said this earlier, but having one pour of it is hard to like get a good feel for what the taste is. But at the same time, when you're spending that much money, one pour of it should be phenomenal.
Yep.
And I would say the 150ths, the Old Forester 150ths
those
are
great.
so
and
much
the birthday
better.
bourbon. We had the birthday bourbon, the 2021 release of that. That was awesome.
And the Angel Share is so good. This just kind of reminded me of the Michter's 10-year. It was a good bourbon, but it was like not anything to write home about. So that's where we are with that. Now, is this the last one?
This is the last one. This is the one that we're gonna get crucified for.
Super hyped. Super not good. I mean, not
You want to say it or do you want me to say it?
Bring me to Pappy.
Pappy 15.
Pappy 15.
Yeah.
Eh.
And we didn't even buy the pour. It was Aziz that bought it. And, I mean, is it good? Yeah, it's great. It's a great pour, but it's just too expensive for what it is. I mean, when places are trying to charge the $40, $50 to $100 for it, for what is it, $120 bottle retail?
Yeah.
I mean, would I go to a bar and buy another pour Pappy 15? No. If I had a chance to buy a bottle of it at $120 or $150, whatever it is, yep, I'd buy it.
But a pour? No way.
No.
Not worth it. Not to us.
No.
I mean, I probably won't even go buy a Pappy pour anywhere.
No, and I've had the 12, I've had the 10, well, the Van Winkle Lot B, I've had the Van Winkle 10, I've had the 15.
The Lot B is really good.
Never had the 20 or 23. Would I try them? Sure, I'm going to try them at some point, but it's just, I'm not going to go buy
They're bourbons, right?
Yeah, but, I mean, we really love the Lot B.
Yeah, we did.
But
they're just all overhyped.
I'm just not going to go pay a ton of money for another Pappy 15. No. If there's a Pappy 15 for $40 at a bar, and King of Kentucky, which was at the same bar at Evergreen Liquors in Louisville, Aziz got that Pappy. I got the King of Kentucky.
King of Kentucky.
I'm paying for that King of Kentucky
all day. I would literally pour like 500 pours of that. I would pour the whole damn bottle and try to sneak it out in a flask.
Or an Old Forester birthday bourbon. I'm taking that.
That
over
birthday
the Pappy
bourbon
15.
was damn good too.
So it's one of those that I'm sure people are gonna hate us for things we said, and we're kind of like wishy-washy, going back and forth. It's like, sure, we buy the bottles or not, or buy pours, whatever, but it's just kind of one of those, like...
Just like things get overhyped.
What are you going to do with your money?
Yeah, exactly. So it's all up to you, and it's your money, and you can spend it however you want to. But for us, these pours were so overhyped. Yep. So that brings me to my next point. Have you ever had a bottle that you was so overhyped and you bought it?
Or tried it.
And you tried it, a pour of it even, and you were just super disappointed? Let us know in the comments. And if you are a YouTube channel and you're watching this and you want to do this video, do it.
Yeah,
let us.
Yeah, we want to know.
We
want to
know what your we want to know what your pours were. So, or bottles or whatever, whiskeys. So yeah, that's what we had.
Yep.
I feel kind
now
of
we'll see if we get crucified for any of this.
Crucified? Oh no.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Oh no.
Hopefully not.
I love you guys. If you're watching this, thank you for watching, and thank you for supporting the channel. And even if you disagree with us, that's okay. That's your opinion and that's your palate. But this is just our opinion. Mm-hmm. So, and we had to work hard to come up with this list together because obviously
we had others.
We both have different palates, and we kind of like went back and forth on a few that were like, well, this could go here. This could, and I was like, no, I think it's worth it. And you're like, nah. And then, so we both had those. So anyhow, that's where we're at. We really appreciate you. We're so grateful that you're watching. And that's a wrap here.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That'll do it. So thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time. I'm Dara. That's Bill. I'm the Average Drinker.